Who else is here?
There's nobody here.
I can feel a presence. Somebody else is in here.
Oh, some weird story that Emily told me about room 36.
Emily? Who's Emily?
The blind girl that lives in the old house by the crossroads.
No! No! No, Schweig! Go away! I don't want to go back!
The girl that lives in the old house by the crossroads.
Yes!
That house has been abandoned for the last 50 years.
But that's not true. It's not possible. I was there.
This house was constructed on one of the... Woe be unto him who opens one of the 7 gateways to hell, because through that gateway, evil will invade the world.
Ooh, and welcome to a very spooky episode, Gorehounds of the Gore and More podcast. I am the not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror homies. Started off with that Chad Daddy, the Dark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches? And I'd like to say, boy, the ending of that friggin' trailer came up real quick, didn't it? It's like ended suddenly. We're almost not ready.
No,
I wasn't ready at all.
It's like boom, over.
If I didn't have that load bar, I would have never known. And the killing machine, the meat mountain, Mr. Babe Amone.
What's up, peoples?
Yeah. Welcome to, once again, this awesome episode. Today is November 21st, 2022. And, well, we have a eye-popping episode today.
Very nice.
That's right. But first, as always, we're going to talk about what the fuck we did in the last weekend. However, I am going to say, if you haven't noticed already, unfortunately, we do not have our beloved Scuba Steves.
No.
He's actually chilling at his mama's house.
Yes,
So it's a very full crowd house. Yeah, Bobby's
I missed him already. Goddamn it.
He tried his best, damn it.
I know.
Internet connection just wasn't cooperating.
He'll probably be here in the chat. But
He said he would, yeah.
luckily, he kicked his own ass and he sent a variant over. So, variant Steve, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
Thank you, Scuba.
Always makes me hungry for pizza,
Yeah,
too.
no, I just had pizza yesterday for football, and I'm like,
It looks so good. He picks
So cheesy, nice and stretchy mutts.
So, Chad Daddy, buddy, how you been?
I have been well, thank you. Not much is new around here. Just kind of still doing the stay-at-home dad life. I didn't get a chance to really game much this weekend. We were pretty busy. Because, dude, fucking Thursday night, I got like almost no sleep. So I went to bed early Friday. I just had so much trouble falling asleep. And I think my Fitbit said I got like a little over 4 hours of sleep. So I went to bed at a decent time Friday and doing any gaming. I've actually been playing another game right now called Deathloop.
Ooh, how is that?
It takes some getting used to. It's hard at first until you figure out how, because what you do is the point of the game is you keep dying over and over again, and the day resets itself, and you're supposed to learn from it. But the only problem is whenever you die, the day resets itself, you lose all your equipment until you figure out you need a certain item that binds the equipment to you so that you can keep them. So it takes a while to get to that level. And then once you start doing that, you can start getting better weapons, upgrading them. And right now I have this fucking awesome laser. It just fucking disintegrates people as soon as it hits them.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's gotten a lot easier. So I've been playing that. I didn't get a chance to play any Ghostbusters this weekend. I played that more than anything. Friday night, had a little get together at the in-laws with some friends of ours. And we just sat around and played cards all night.
nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. And the wife got drunk.
Hell yeah. Good for her.
Drunk Steph is such a blast. She's hilarious.
Good for her.
That has to be seen live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's so funny. She just drops F-bombs left and right. Funniest shit ever.
Hell yeah.
So let's see. Oh, and unfortunately, yesterday, did more Christmas decorating, and the tree is up. But not decorated. Not decorated. I set my foot down on that. We're not decorating till, I think the wife said we'll do it Wednesday night.
I mean, I'm going to say this. I'm okay with it because it is the week of Thanksgiving. So for me, it's okay. I can get there.
And at least, and we have cool, fun ornaments. We don't have like the Christmas bulbs and the Christmassy ones. I have, Gizmo from Gremlins. I have a Godzilla on there. We got some cool stuff. Yeah, we got cool. Ours is like a nerdy tree. The wife has Harry Potter. So yeah, we got some cool shit going on there.
Okay.
Yo, did you guys?
Heather, I don't really have any horror. Wait, no, I do have a Jason. Last year she got me a Jason. It has like Christmas lights wrapped around it, but I don't know where it is. And we didn't get to use it last year because it came after Christmas.
Yo, there's these new ornaments out at Hallmark, and I usually don't go ornament hunting by any means. However, and I apologize if I brought this up on the show before and I forgot. Stoner memory. But they brought out these new ones that are the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. And the Super Nintendo lights up and it plays Super Mario World theme song, which that's my fucking jam. And then the Sega
and the Genesis
one
does Sonic. It's awesome.
Yeah, and of course it does the beloved Sega, which I'm like,
I want that
one.
one.
The Sega boy, but I still want it.
I've still got my Genesis down in the basement.
Dude. I want them both. That's all.
I want. They have a caroling gremlin for the tree this year too. I want that.
I did see that.
That's
cool. I want that.
I need to stop over at Hallmark, but the problem is, man, them shits are expensive. Like I did see the Genesis one at Kohl's, and I was like, but for some reason I said no because I want the both of them.
Have you seen the Hallmark ornaments they have at Walmart?
Like the cheaper ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they have a really cool. They have a VHS of like Gremlins. They have like a VHS reproduction of Gremlins, Jaws, all sorts of cool ones.
No, nice. Yeah, I got a mini puff there from last year because I got the actual like Hallmark mini puffed one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. But sorry, I didn't mean to like side tangent.
No, that's all right. No, that's fine. But yeah, I ran on long enough. Bobby, what's new with you, brother?
Me, not so much. Friday, me, my girlfriend, and a few friends of ours, we did go to see Wakanda Forever. And I mean, I enjoyed it. It had some boring moments, but for me, enjoyed it. So I think it was a good movie. I mean, I think there were some parts that were a little maybe unnecessary. But, whether you see it at home or see it in theaters, I think it's still worth the watch, to be honest with you.
Right on.
And Saturday, we went and had lunch with a friend of mine, and then me and my girlfriend just basically chilled out for the night. We went and had dinner by ourselves and just chilled. That's it. There wasn't much else. We were having a night to ourselves. And then Sunday, we came back to my house, and I'm now on the Ghostbusters thing. So, that game is so much fucking fun. By the way, I have a PlayStation 5, so if anybody wants to find me and play online, let me know. I'll give you my information and all of that. And then
I'll add the show, buddy.
Yes. And then I was just chilling out, basically watching football with my friends. That's about it. And then I got to watch this movie. That was it. It was a very simple weekend for me. Johnny?
Well, let's see. What the fuck did I do? I actually hung out with my brother-in-law and my buddy, and we went to a Terrifier double feature Friday.
How was that?
Nice.
Cool as fuck. So it was at this place called The Most, which is the Museum of Science and Technology. And I haven't been there since I've been a kid, dude, like for a principal's honor roll trip from fucking like middle school, right? So back even then, and it's the same place, dude. I was so happy. They had I don't know exactly what it's a dome, right? It's not a it's not one where you would like go see like the stars and shit, but it's like a 2/3 dome, like an IMAX. So it was IMAX before IMAX came out, if that makes fucking sense. Like this shit, but it's not like, unfortunately, like the newer IMAX is like, it feels like the seats are way more up and the screen is like down, kind of, if anybody who's been there, like kind of more down, where this one, like the seats go up the hill, but then like the curvature of the screen literally is exactly the same with the seats. So like we went to the middle. We're like, all right, that shouldn't be too bad. And we were like, I don't like walking. Like the movie, the top of the movie had a curvature to it. I'm like, I don't know if I like that. So we ended up going to the fucking tippy top. Now, mind you, the two homies with me are literally like averaging. We're all the same height, so we're all large men. And so let's just say like knees were going each different way from each other because they weren't the biggest seats either. They're older, but whatever. And it was hot as fuck up there. And despite all that, It was awesome as hell because I haven't watched the first Terrifier solidly in over a year. So there was a lot I forgot, which was fantastic. In the second one, oh my God, I'm pissed Scoobs isn't here right now because Scoobs has seen it. And I'm not going to drop any spoilers by any fucking means.
So good, isn't it?
I was going to watch it the other day. I got ready for it. I actually watched All Hallows Eve, by the way, last week, which I've never seen before,
Awesome.
which was really a lot better than I expected. But in all honesty, my favorite segment was the one that had nothing to do with art, was the alien.
That was your favorite one? I like the alien. It wasn't my favorite, though.
I love a good alien invasion movie like that.
I actually like the weird, like, devil spawn one in the beginning.
That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so thoughts on Terrifier 2 with no spoilers because Chatty hasn't seen it. Scoobs, and I believe you guys remember, Scoobs says the last 30 minutes goes full bananas.
Mm-hmm.
I would argue, no. That entire fucking movie is bananas. It's not just the last 30 fucking minutes. This is Monday, and I saw this Friday. I am still wrapping my head around what the fuck I saw with that movie. And I'm like, I haven't wanted to go right back yet to watch, because, dude, it's almost a 3-hour fucking movie.
I know.
Which I was like, with a double feature, and that already started. My old man ass was like, oh, man, dude. Like, I was fighting the itis a little bit during the first fire. I'm like, oh, no, this isn't good. That movie was cool. It was way more solid of a movie. I still do, like, I thought I had it figured out so many different times, and I was fucking wrong on everything, dude.
Nice.
So, like, and like I said, I'm still putting it together. I'm like, I don't know. Now, they always mentioned that they want it to be a trilogy, but I don't know if that necessarily considered All Hallows Eve. So I'm assuming there might actually be a third Terrifier.
I think there's going to be a third Terrifier because
they're already talking about it. Yeah,
because they weren't expecting this to be as successful. So now they're like, now this puts us forward for a third one.
Word. I will say, like, as awesome and like over the top this movie was, I still am gonna give it hands up due to the first one because nothing still touches the sod of the vagina scene, dude. It doesn't. I
don't know. I find that.
Are you serious? Nothing, dude.
Yes.
No.
I don't know that bedroom scene in this movie. I don't know. That's fucking
and now
horrendous.
Now this could be awesome. Because a lot of times I like watching movies by myself because I feel like I'm not getting that vibe off the audience where I might laugh a little harder than I normally would. But I don't know if it was just because, like, I've never really hung out with my brother-in-law, but he loves fucking horror movies and everything shit too, right? Mashed potatoes fucking made me get, oh my God. Anyways,
yeah.
No, see, even that was like, I laughed at that. That was laughable to me. Everything. I'm not trying to spoil anything for fucking Chad Ed either.
I'll try and watch it tomorrow morning after I send the kids to school.
But like, there was part, and I even questioned it. I was like, "Are we fucked up?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Bro, the three of us were laughing way more than anybody else were at a lot of those fucking scenes." But there did get to some points in these scenes where it went like it was full on laughable, and then the scene just kept going, and then it just wasn't laughable anymore, and everybody was just like silent watching. You're like, "Oh, okay." But I still a great movie. Yes. It's just nowhere near I expected it to go by any fucking means. And I think I want you to see it so bad, Chad Addy, because there's so much shit I want to talk about. And just saying on the nerd aspect of it, I need like I want to talk.
It'll be in the rotation this week, guaranteed.
Listen, you watch it, we need to nerd out on it for an episode.
Word. All right, so then did a bunch of gaming because it was cold and windy as fuck. So I didn't go anywhere this weekend besides that.
Dude, it was like 11 degrees here this morning. It was horrible. But then it shot up to almost 40. And Thanksgiving's gonna be 51 here. It's gonna feel like fucking summer.
Hell yeah.
Which, by the way, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there that in America.
Hey, that's right. Happy early Thanksgiving. Okay. So other than that, and then I watched this movie for the first time, which I was very happy to see. Oh my God. Sorry. Before I go back, going back to the double feature, because this thing, okay, so this was put on by a thing called Reckless Cinema, right? And 2 weeks ago, they did The Beyond in Pieces. So I walk in, dude, and in the lobby, they're selling posters and shit. So they had Terrifier posters. It's like local artists who made them and shit. Like, it was cool as fuck, right? It was almost like a little weird little like con table. Bro, they had a original wrapped Pieces poster. $160, dude. I saw that thing and I'm just like, it's like I can't spend that much, but it looked so good. And then they had Beyond posters and shit, dude. And I was like, do I buy a poster for a movie I've never even seen, but maybe really cool? Because the poster looked awesome.
I would have.
Yeah, man, it was cool as fuck. But the trailers they showed beforehand, they were a mix of some newer stuff. Like I saw that the Hell's Kitchen, the movie trailer.
Oh, the menu.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty fucking good. It looks pretty.
I told you.
good.
Yes, I see it.
I was like, okay,
interesting.
Bob was right. It is a horror movie. Way off base. Still not wrong on Hell's Kitchen, the movie though.
That's I love that.
But then they had some other. So they had the trailer twice, but they had the Italian trailer for the first one, and then for the second one, they had the American trailer for like Cannibal Holocaust. And it was like the really long, like 7-minute trailer. So you're just seeing titties. You see the whole movie. You're like titties, and there's the killing of the turtle. And there's all this shit. And then we watched some other fucking movie, dude. That was like, I feel like that should be on Lights Camera Exploitation movie personally, because like I don't even. But it was like some hippie was trying to like start some commune and like with a bunch of other hippies, and it was just like all I remember in the trailer was just stupid like people in their underwear, a lot of titties. One dude just slapping the shit out of some chick ridiculously, and oh my god, dude! Like I feel like speaking of Boss
Hey,
Man,
there he is.
Boss Man would have been in his like fucking pure joy with it. I was dying, dude. It was hilarious, but I would have never saw that shit had like so. And I don't know if these are movies that are coming up that they're going to be showing like actually at these events or not. I'm assuming possibly.
Probably.
But they actually showed the new oh my goodness. I apologize, don't care. What's the newest one? The guy who did The Fly.
Cronenberg.
Yeah, what do you know the name of the movie though? Do you know it? I
Saw
saw the trailer for that. Fantastic looking, dude. And I think it's on Hulu, so I might have to check that.
Wait, I think I saw it too, but now I can't remember. Yeah, now I can't remember.
It's like they take out parts of people. They take out like organs and shit and like fuck with your emotions because of it and everything like that, dude. It looks
Boss Man
Crimes of
says
the
Crimes of the
Future.
Future.
Thank you, Boss Man. Yes, dude, it looks fantastic. I suggest everybody check out the trailer and then go from there. Fucking A, dude. But enough of that. We are here to talk about 1981's The Beyond, which was my pick.
Yes,
and I had
was.
no idea even what the fuck I was picking. I just saw the description and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Let's run with this shit because it sounds cool. So this shit was released April 29th, 1981. And I'm going to give you the tiniest plot rundown, but that's okay. A young woman inherits an old hotel in Louisiana where, following a series of supernatural accidents, she learns that the building was built over one of the entrances of hell. Dun, dun, dun.
Simple enough.
Yeah. We have directed by Lucio Fulci, the man himself, who did Zombie and City of the Living Dead, which I need to watch, according to Chad Daddy.
You'll love it.
Written by, and I apologize, Dardano Sacchietti, Demons, and Killer Crocodile. Did I get it, Bob?
Yeah.
Close?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Giorgio Maruzzo. I fucked that one
Close
up.
enough.
The House by the Cemetery and Enigma. And Lucio Fulci from New York Ripper and The Black Cat. Produced by Fabrizio De Angelis from Zombie Holocaust and 1990 The Bronx Warriors. Bobby, take it away.
Oh boy.
This is going to be great.
Don't murder the name.
The Italian butchering Italian names.
Here we go.
Listen, just let me do my. All right.
Should we have Boss Man pop in if he can to do it? If you want
Give Bob his chance now. Come on.
Catriona, McCall, City of the Living Dead, House by the Cemetery as Lisa Merrill, and as Catherine McCall. What is there? Is there two? She has two names there.
They Americanized the names when they brought it out over there.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, why are there two names? David Warbeck, the Black Cat, the Ark of the Sun God as Dr. John McCabe, Cynthia Monreal, Beyond the Darkness, Frankenstein 2000 as Emily, Sarah Keller, Antonine St. John, My Name is Nobody, The Killer Must Kill Again as Schweik. Fine. Veronica Lazar, Inferno, the Stendhal Syndrome as Martha, Larry Ray as Larry, Anthony Flees, Al Cliver, Zombie the Black Hat as Dr. Harris, Michelle Mirabella, Thunder, Demons 2 as Martin Avery, Gianna Palo,
Send me
Saccarola,
these notes.
Send me these notes. All right, hold on.
The House by the Cemetery, Tenebrae as Arthur, Maria Pia Marsala, yeah, I'm saying it like that.
Why is
College,
mic
The Journey,
blowing up like
I
that?
don't
as
know, man.
Jill.
We can never figure that out. Okay, music by Fabio Frizzi, Zombie, City of the Living Dead. Cinematography by Sergio Salvati, Ghoulies 2, Cellar Dweller. Edited by Vincenzo Tomasi, Manhattan Baby, Killer Crocodile. Effects and makeup by Germano Natali, Suspiria, King Solomon's Gold. Distributed overseas by Medusa Distribuzioni. Runtime of 87 minutes. Rated R for mature audiences, budget of $400,000, and in Italy it grossed a little over $416,000. In America, it made a lot more than that.
Where
We'll
did you
into
get that
later.
budget at?
That's what came up on Wikipedia. Why?
Oh, we can never actually get real budgets for those old films.
I mean,
I'll take
it's not a bad budget.
And it wouldn't have been dollars; it would have been lira.
Right.
Ooh.
So I wonder,
so that means we
what
gotta
it
do conversion.
would be in dollars then.
Interesting.
Well, that's in dollars. That's not in lira. In lira, it had been like
Way more.
7 million lira, roughly.
Okay.
Okay,
Fair enough. So, like I said, never seen this. This was my pick. I enjoyed the hell out of it, dude. It was fun as fuck. We got some
You watch it in
crazy
theaters?
zombies.
Isn't there like a composer's
cut? There is a new composer's
It just
cut.
came out,
I
yeah.
did not get to go see it in theater, unfortunately.
No.
But I did enjoy the original one with the original score of the.
It's
Sweet
frizzy.
Jazz.
It's not Goblin, so
We got, yeah, I mean, we got some crazy jazz in there for sure.
I say some of that music was really trippy in some parts, but it was good.
Like I said, they threw in that scene in the bar with the jazz band just to remind you that they were in Louisiana.
Hey, there's that lovely face.
Frizzy definitely has a different look to his stuff, not sound to his stuff than Claudio does.
So I gotta say, coming into this movie, I love that it was period piece. I was almost hoping it was going to be all period piece. Unfortunately, it was not.
Isn't this part of that trilogy, Chad?
Yep, it's the middle of the Gates of Hell trilogy.
Did you guys do the
this
other
is
ones?
We did
No.
not.
No.
I didn't even know this was part of a trilogy myself. So.
I've seen I've seen City of the Dead though.
I've seen them all. They're very, very, very loosely connected. It's just basically themes that connect them. Kind of like almost like the Three Mothers trilogy with the very loose connections.
What's the third one by chance?
House by the Cemetery.
House by the Cemetery. Aha. Thank you.
I think Blue Underground has discs for all of these.
Yep.
So I gotta say, we got a lot of different zombies in this one. What was your favorite one? Because honestly, I like the original one, but I think I liked Joe Zombie the best. I feel like we utilized him the most.
I wish Joe Zombie would have been walking around shirtless like when he got his autopsy, because like we were talking about, that is the hairiest corpse I've ever seen.
That's
That's Furburger right there, baby. That's hamburger meat.
that's what you wear outside to shovel snow. Okay, you don't need a shirt.
That man takes his shirt off and he's got more fucking clothes on than he did before.
He looked less naked with a shirt on.
He does, dude. And I love that they did the fake shave though and everything. That was that's awesome, dude. And the gore in this was great.
Oh,
they did a lot of the not slow down, but they definitely sat on it and dwelled on it. They're like, no, take it in. especially the
Yeah,
spider scene.
that's pretty on par for Fulci stuff.
The
I mean,
spider scene,
I
man.
was
You were
saying
definitely
that-
like
we did
making loves.
we did
We did
his
zombie.
zombie film.
We did zombie.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yep.
we
Yeah.
did.
I think I was on for that one. I think I was
Mhm.
still.
Fuck yeah, dude. Of course, zombie versus shark, man. Like, how could you? Yeah. It's fantastic.
But that spider scene, if you're an arachnophobe, like that's your worst nightmare.
It is, unless you kind of pay attention to the dummy spiders in the background. But if you don't,
Yeah.
then
If you look
Yeah.
if you look closely, I think there were only 2 real spiders, and the rest were all fake.
You could,
I
you could
believe
see how
you
the
are
legs
correct.
were.
I think there was just 2 real ones. Yep.
because like this.
At least it's
fake
not like
ones-
some Italian
Yes.
films where it's like a bunch of dead spiders and they're just throwing them at people.
That's even worse. Yeah.
yeah,
It's like here we don't have
At the-
live ones here.
at the same time, I gotta give credit, man, because like I'm, obviously this is like a whole like stage production shit. I still don't know if I could let that shit crawl on me, dude. Like I hate
No.
spiders. That shit would like, I'd scream like Daniel Stern in fucking Home Alone, bro.
I'm not scared of spiders, but I don't think I could have them crawl like if on me like that. I just could.
A tarantula, they're pretty relatively
Fine.
harmless, so it wouldn't be
Depends
as
on the
bad.
tarantula,
But
too,
I
as well.
yeah, I
It's
wouldn't
just
want
the
them like
thought,
around my
man.
face.
No.
Like
No.
crawling up your arm, one thing, but you get the hell away from my head.
But that one dude, he was doing like the daddy poke to the guy's mouth. He was like, "Hey." how you doing?" So I mean, all right. With the first kill alone, this dude got fucking crucified in the basement. Like that was pretty fucking gnarly.
No, that wasn't in the basement. That was in his room.
Yeah, that was
Wasn't it?
his room, not the.
No, I see now. Okay. All right. I was confused on that because when they bring back to the nails, it's in the room, but I swear they took him to the basement and nailed him in the basement, and that's where they killed him.
They must have, because that's where all this shit started happening, was in the basement. And that would make more sense because the gate of hell was down there. So
Because I thought they dragged him down and then they put him. Well, because I thought that's when they nailed him to the wall, right? And then they
Mhm.
threw that like acid and shit on his face, and he sat there melting. And then they built up the shit around him to cover up his body, right? Like
yeah, and what was that? What was that weird like mud acid shit they threw? Because it
I
looked like it's kind of like wax or something, but then it's like melting his face.
Well,
it was hot liquid magma. Mm.
It's
Oh,
his
God.
version
God.
of Dale's pocket sand.
Yeah.
It
Scoob and I were right. It was just cum. It was just hot.
That's
liquid.
it.
Acid
Double
cum.
was a hot.
all I know
mud.
is you just next thing you know, you see his face melt. It's like I didn't know that could do that.
But not only that, but we got 2 acid face melt scenes in this movie, dude.
2
From
acid
different
face melt
acids.
scenes, 3 eyeball scenes.
You know what?
Someone who
And
hates the eyeballs.
I'm not even gonna lie. I should have anticipated that third one with the nail through the head with the eye, because the wife even called it. She's like, "Oh, it's gonna pop out her eye." I was like, "No, they already did 2 eyes. They're not gonna." Nope. Fuck. They did a third eye.
The third eye
What's
is the
that
best.
movie that just came out? It's not Censor. The Last Matinee. The killer eats eyes in that movie.
Oh,
What?
interesting.
Now I
So
have
like
to go see that.
he scoops the people's eyes out and eats them, and he keeps them in like a pickle jar with him, and he like reaches in and grabs people's eyes. Yeah, The Last Matinee. I think it's on Shudder. I'm not sure. I have a disc of it, like I do of everything else. But
So he's having pickled eyes for lunch.
eyes, yes. The Last Matinee, it's called, and it's
I
a
am-
relatively
As someone
new
who was
film.
eating a pig's eyeball, they're just fatty. Just need a little salt.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of disc, I forgot to mention. I actually picked up when I went to that Terrifier. They weren't open, so there was a CD shop around the corner, and I haven't been to that fucker in 20 years. I can't believe they're still even open, dude. I was so happy. But that's where I went to those That's where I went to those movies, and I showed all you guys. I ended up picking up a sealed copy of the Blob.
Nice.
The Arrow release, which I haven't watched that in fucking years. I was like, oh, yes. And then they had it used.
Oh, that's right.
4K,
Aaron did do that.
They had it used. Oh, it wasn't 4K. I'm sorry. It was just normal of the 2013 Evil Dead for $3, and I was like, also yes.
It is getting a 4K though soon, right?
What's
Evil
that?
Dead?
The Evil Dead? Yes.
Evil Dead remake. Yeah.
It's
I
out
think it
already.
actually. I was gonna say I think it might have
Yeah.
already came out.
I say I got
It came
the
out
same
last
day I
month.
got the 4K Army of Darkness.
They did have the. They did have original Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 on 4K there though. They had
I
some
believe it's just
nice
that one
content.
cut for Army of Darkness, though.
Yeah, it's the
yeah.
not the director's cut. It's the theatrical, I believe.
But if you get the new the Hellboy 4K, you get all the cuts.
Oh.
In 4K.
Wait, which Hellboy?
The first one. the good one, Del Toro.
Interesting.
It's not a space thing. You can actually fit 2 4K cuts on a disc.
I didn't know there was 4 cuts of the movie.
There's 2 cuts. There's the theatrical and the director's because it has like an extra 10 minutes of stuff. While I'm talking to you, I'm also playing Pokemon.
Newest one? Which one?
Yeah,
you get?
Scarlet.
Ooh, there you go, buddy.
Yeah,
nice. So, gentlemen, I mean, okay. Clearly, I said like this is my first. Chad, Daddy, you've seen this before. Bob,
I've seen this a long time.
Yeah, same thing.
What's really funny is my first exposure to it before I even saw it. Years and years ago, there used to be this really cool bootleg video seller called Blackest Heart Media.
Okay.
And of course, they've since went out of business because,
what they sell, like VHS, DVD.
VHS at first, then they did eventually go DVD. This would have been. This was the very, very late 90s.
Early on, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was really funny because the guy that wrote the descriptions and the little quick reviews of all the movies, if he didn't like the movie that he was selling, he would say, "This movie's a boring piece of shit. Go watch The Beyond instead."
There we go.
And I appreciate the guy's honesty. I really wish he was still in business. Funny motherfucker. He was like he would talk about the hottest girls in the movies, things like that. And this is in the fucking description of the movies. So that was my first real and that was my first real exposure to this movie. So I'm like, if this guy loves it this much, I gotta go see this shit. So when I did eventually find it, I think it was on I think it was the Anchor Bay VHS that I first saw it.
Okay.
And then eventually I do have this. The nice
he's slipping it out. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
The steel. Touch
What's
it. Flick it. Let's hear the steel.
Oh
yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's got it's got this nice booklet. It's got, and these are still in the original plastic, but I did take them out with all the little lobby cards and posters. Yeah, it's a nice little collectible.
Physical media will never die. I hope.
No, definitely not.
You say that as Walmart starts to pull out their physical media section.
Fucking
right. That's ridiculous. It keeps getting smaller and smaller. It's like, good God.
I heard in like the middle America, it's completely gone for certain states.
Really?
Yep.
No shit.
That's terrible.
That's sad.
That's sad.
Dude, that's why when we went, it was funny. So like when me and the boys hit that store, me and my brother-in-law, we went right to the movie section. My buddy's like, I'm going to buy CDs. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. 2008 all the way.
Nice.
CDs never get old. The first time I saw this was actually, as everybody, on demand. As Chad hates that I find it on demand.
Well, that's Bobby's magic fucking thing.
That's his go-to, on demand.
Because they get so many random ones, and this was a random one added to the horror section at the time, and it had the poster that was on Chad's book there, so I was just like this, okay, threw it on, and I remember thinking, this is really gory, and I love the visuals, but I mean, we're not there yet, but the scene that was my favorite was the tarantula scene because I live around arachnophobes, so that just always stood out to me because I know people hate them to no end. There's one right there.
Fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I had a couple of problems, a couple questions going into this that I never noticed before, and one I did notice before, but when right after Joe died, and it shows his autopsy, whatever, and the other corpse, Schweik's corpse, is there.
Right.
Why did they have it hooked up to an oscilloscope monitoring brainwave activity?
I think that dude just wanted to do it. Like he already knew. I don't know.
Yeah,
like the only reason I could think of is just to show the audience that it was gonna do something. But why in God's earth would somebody do that to a very well decayed corpse?
So then I raise you this question on top of that. In that same room,
movie, we have to make people
say, there you go.
In this, you know what? This might be the same answer with that. But when Joe's wife goes in after dressing him up, which I thought was weird, I was like, man, you don't have to do that yourself. That's what you pay.
Quick. Did you notice the sign on the outside of the
Yeah, it says don't go in.
Do not entry.
Yeah, do not entry.
Do not entry. Gene, what's up, buddy?
So in the scene where she's in there and she looks at the old zombie, right? She looks up and screams, and then it cuts. What does she see?
I'm guessing she saw one of them moving or coming towards her. But what's really funny is afterwards, it shows the acid melting her face and everything, and then it shows the puddle of gore chasing the daughter. I looked at that and like, I know it's supposed to be scary, but to me that looks like somebody spilled a slushie.
Yes. I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, you
That
know,
looked like
it
something
did
you see in
look
7-Eleven. It's just all over the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's what it looked like.
See, it just made me want to watch the Blob too, and it's funny.
Something wrong with my slushy. It smells like ass.
Ass did.
It's melting away.
It did look quite. Oh, damn it, dude! Now I want a slushy, Chad. God damn it!
But now
I
you
go
got to
7-Eleven.
question when you have a slushy now.
Who
Like,
names
oh,
these
what's
fucking
in
Pokemon?
this?
Listen, bro, they're like into the thousands now, man. They just got to go with.
I'm
thought
fighting gumshoes.
Have you seen the new pig one? That's just a pig.
Is
They
it what
don't
it's
even
called, a
try
pig?
anymore, dude. I
I'm
don't
fighting
remember the
one
name,
called
but it's literally
Gumshoe.
just a pig, dude. Like they don't even try anymore. They're like, "Yep, that's a pigamon."
They need to do now. If you remember, the catchphrase is always "got to catch them all," and I want to
Yeah.
see Ash eventually catch them all, and he's gonna be like, "Now where the fuck am I
Ash
gonna
is
put all
done,
these?"
bro.
He's
Ash
done.
Is done. He's
It
done.
took
Yeah.
25 years. He's officially
Yep.
the Pokemon master now.
And
But
he
can you
spent-
imagine? He's like, "I caught them all. Where the fuck do I put them?"
He never
Right.
got his Taurus. That motherfucker. Remember back in season 1, he caught that fucking Taurus and we never seen it again? He's like, I'll be back for you. I think it was a Taurus. That fucker's waiting 25 years
Man.
later.
Mom's been
It's died of starvation by now.
Mom's getting banged out by the doc the whole time. Like,
Yeah. Professor
Jesus.
Oak is giving her the wood.
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
All right.
I see what you did there.
Speaking of wood, do you guys want to hear from the Saucy Aussie? And
Oh,
see
yeah,
how
I've been
he
waiting
feels
for
about
this.
movie? And by the way, for you guys to enjoy this before I load it up, Brody is in a super relaxed mood because he's been a tired man. He's been doing some traveling.
He's
And,
moving.
That's right. So let's
tired
load
man.
this sexy beast up here.
Howdy folks, it's your DKB here giving you a quick motherfucking review of The Beyond. So whoever picked it this week, thank you kindly. I've always wanted to see this film, so it was a good excuse to suss it out. Personally, I wasn't actually going to give you a review because I'm travelling
Fuck
across
y'all.
the country, but yeah, this is just going to be short and sweet. I love the fucking first 5 to 10 minutes of this film as a period piece. I only wish the rest of the film was a period piece. And
That
I
audio
only
coming in weird
wish
for you.
that the majority of this
It sounds
film
like
took
it's kinda
place at
split.
The farmhouse itself. That would have been so fucking cool to see killer zombies coming out of that fucking basement trying to kill motherfuckers. I mean, if you definitely have a fetish for fucking eyes falling out of people's skulls, this is the film for you. I think I counted at least fucking 8 eye shots throughout the whole entire film, whether or not they were getting pulled out or just left in someone's head. And I mean, I think there was 3 deaths where it involved eyes falling out of fucking someone's face. And there's
That is
2
true.
things that I hate, and that is fucking spiders and obviously eyes coming out of someone's face. So that combination.
And they combined it.
Wow.
And one of the kills, it actually was fucking very hard to watch. Even if it was a fucking fake ass spider, it looked terrible. The tarantulas, it's like they didn't have enough money to get any more tarantulas, and I don't know, Chad will probably have something that explains that, but it just looks shit where you got real ones and fake ones. Don't know, just fucking poop town. Obviously, yeah, the practical effects and violence and gore is fucking awesome throughout this, even like the character design of some of the fucking creatures themselves. Even like that acid on the face scene, that was off its fucking titties.
Which one?
Badass shit. Badass motherfucking
multiple
shit. It was
Brody.
awesome.
I think he means the girl. I'm guessing.
That's what I'm guessing too, because that was way
Cinematography, I
longer
don't know if I
shot.
mentioned that yet, but cinematography was pretty good for what it was. It was pretty standard. It wasn't over the top, and it just needed to be what it was for the film, and it worked extremely well for the film. The acting was a little bit fucking over the top and dull in some scenes, and then in the other scenes, it worked extremely well. It was very weird how it was able to like play off that in that situation in a certain scene that would work so well, and then in the next scene, then just having a conversation between 2 people, and it just didn't feel right. Just felt shitty and quick and nasty. Even the dialogue didn't really help in this, but well, it is what it is, and I can put all that shit aside and appreciate it for what it was.
It was eye candy.
What else? What else was in this
It was.
film that I can talk about?
Touche.
Yeah. Look, I really don't
some
know.
sleep,
I
Brody.
am fucked up. at the
I
moment.
know he's so tired.
He is
Not on
beat.
the gear or not on anything. I'm just tired as fuck. So with that, I'm gonna have to fucking love you and leave yous and give it a Gormore score of a solid 4.
All
Right on.
right.
Like I said, I really enjoyed it for what it was, even though it did have flaws. Yeah, like there was some shit, like I think I said already, like throughout the story that just didn't make sense, but then it kind of felt like it did. It was just this really weird vibe.
He's
Maybe
hitting his
because
phone.
I'm so frustrated, I've sort things out of it a little bit in certain scenes. It just, yeah. But anywho, this is your DKB signing out, and I will catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers.
All righty.
Real quick,
let's,
his face at
flip
one
the-
point, it looked like he was ready to take a shit. It looked like he was
No, man, he's
holding
just-
it in for a second. I'm like, wait, he's laying down though. I don't know
He's
why.
probably trying not to pass the fuck out, dude. I know he said he's been moving like.
Oh, we love you, Brody, for
No,
sending
it's
that
not.
in, tired or not. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Thank you very much, Brody. Awesome. So, boss man, thank you for joining us, by the way.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Is there anything you would like to add for general discussion on this movie by chance?
Oh, I will just random stuff here. I'll pause.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one.
absolutely.
Since Chad's incognito, I will be on the Machine Shop this Wednesday.
Yes. he
Ooh,
will be.
nice.
Is it this Wednesday or next Wednesday? Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, the 30th.
Next Wednesday, the 30th. LCE will be returning very soon with a little mid-season break, but we're coming back. So you guys have something to listen to over the holidays.
Woo.
And we will be dropping the Power Rangers podcast soon with the passing
nice.
of JDF. I think now's the time to do it. This was pre-recorded. We have like 6 episodes done. I
Mhm.
think even some of you guys in this podcast guested for some episodes.
Yeah,
So
it was a great time. too.
yeah. Oh, John, we are getting the Zord caught in the power lines as a shirt made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zord Ranger has one weakness. Oh my god, the power lines.
Fucking right it does, dude.
Like the first or second episode, he takes his Zord out and he just flies it right into a fucking set of power lines and it gets stuck. And then there's just a shot of the
Well,
Zord
yeah, 'cause
hitting
what, it
power
was like-
lines. Ah!
They didn't. Right, they didn't. If I'm not mistaken, sorry, they didn't get the Megazord to like the 3rd episode, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So they're like, how do we use this thing? What?
But yeah, Beyond, awesome film. Like you guys have said, it is full on with the gore. It is on par with everything else that Fulci has done. It's pretty cool. If you guys have a chance, watch the Fulci for Fake documentary about Fulci. It's really cool. It's very entertaining. It's a little bit of a comedy in there as well. It's a really good doc. As Chad said, it is part of a trilogy, so definitely go watch House by the Cemetery and City of the Living Dead. And if you could watch another Fulci film, it's not necessarily a Fulci film, but I believe that he wrote the screenplay, which is Wax Mask, which is his last work before dying. Sergio Stivoletti and Argento helped make that film, kind of like make that come to life before he died, because he needed money for bills in his last days. So that was kind of like, hey, if you need money, you can help us work on this project. And then that was kind of like the end of everything. But yep, Wax Mask is the last work of Lucio Fulci, and it's a pretty sweet film too. And I think it's on Shudder, but I can't be 100% sure.
It's actually on Tubi
It is.
right now.
It's on. I say it's on demand. I can actually say.
Of course
I
it
watched
is.
That.
Of course, it's on demand.
Yes, it is, and it's actually a fun movie to watch. I will say.
It is. The creature, I wouldn't say, I'll just say creature. Effects are pretty sweet. I won't ruin it further than that. And Severin has the disc as well.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
There you go.
It looks
We are
kinda
approaching
like,
Black Friday sales, by the way. Within
they
the
are.
next 4 days, we will be having Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sales, Severin Black Friday sales, all that stuff. So Roadhouse in 4K is coming out from Vincent. And if you haven't picked up
shit.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 in 4K yet, it is absolutely exquisite. I got mine in a couple weeks ago, and it is something to behold.
I think I might have to get that one now.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So wait, Wax Mask filmed by Sergio
Stivoletti.
Stivoletti. So it almost kind of looks like
He's a
Very
special effects
cur-
guy normally, and he's worked with Argento in the past and other films as a special effects guy. I think the last film that we did for LCE, what was that? That was Sleepless. I believe he did effects for that as well. He's a pretty good director in that film.
hell yeah, this looks like some kind of like crazy fucking offshoot Terminator thing. I like
Yeah,
it.
that's why I said I didn't want to spoil anything.
Fair.
It gets pretty wild.
John, I think you would like it.
I already like the
Yeah.
cover, dude. It sold me.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Chad, speaking of JDF topical shirt.
Yeah, thank you. That's why I wore it.
Yeah.
I know,
Gotta
man.
represent
That was
the
a
show.
fucking
Rest in peace.
dude. That shit I feel like probably hit a lot of people that
I think it's a good time to bring up some mental health awareness.
Yes.
By all
I
means.
think that just remember that if you're not feeling okay, it's okay to reach out. All of us boys here, we have open DMs, and if you guys feel like you need to talk to anybody, we're always here for a little chat. If you want to talk about horror, we're here to talk about horror. You want to talk about life, you want to talk about your dog, you want to talk about comic books, anything and everything, we are here to help you out. We are all human. We all have problems. We all make mistakes, but it's about getting those feelings out and not.
Yep, I've actually had two of our friends reach out to me recently. So yeah, we are definitely open to talk. And sometimes, if we're in the middle of something, just kind of be patient. We will get back to you as soon as. But don't give up on us because we're not going to give up on you guys.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Yes. By all means, if you have any consideration of, any kind of suicidal thoughts, even anything leading up to that, just reach out to us. We're here.
Talk to people.
DMs are
please talk
suicide
to people.
hotline.
Get rid of that stigma of not wanting to talk about your feelings. Just open up, man. We're all here. We're all human. We're all vulnerable. None of this tough guy shit. Throw that out the door. We're here for everybody. We're here for each other.
We all deal with shit.
Yeah, we love all you guys. So
deal with
reach
it
out.
together.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Remember, you're not alone. You're not alone.
No, absolutely not. Nobody needs to suffer through that or anything like that. Just
not on any level.
There's always somebody willing to listen, whether you think so or not.
A 5-minute conversation could mean the world to who needs it.
Yep. Remember, your brain's lying to you. You matter.
Yes.
Fucking A, dude. I know. It's just it's just crazy, man. Because like I said, dude, like to you guys before, like that dude is a legend. Not even just in Power Rangers in general. Obviously, that's helped him good thing. But dude, just him starting his own fucking company, doing MMA, like all this fucking shit. Like dude is fucking sad loss for sure.
Yeah, and he was so young.
Right? He wasn't even 50. He was 49.
He was just because you guys said it that morning. I looked it up and
I believe that last month he was served divorce papers at Power Morphicon, but I could be wrong.
I think that was part of the.
I believe
part of a spiraling issue. Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately. So yeah,
it sucks because we're just now getting all the anniversary seasons and stuff. But I think he got himself in a position where he was doing knockoff Power Rangers stuff, so that kind of excluded him from doing actual Power Rangers stuff. So he kind of put himself in a really So he put himself in a weird position. So now that everybody's doing all the anniversary stuff this year with like the Power Rangers Zeo and the OG cast people, even Trini's daughter's coming back.
I saw that, dude. That Billy, fucking Zach. I was like, holy shit.
I'm happy they got David Yost back because of all the
real question is everybody's worried, but has anybody checked on Amy Jo Johnson?
Yes, she posted something about him.
Yeah, I saw that
late last night, I think.
Okay.
No, that's it's
horrible.
I mean, that's a big family, dude. That's obviously like it's not like Power Rangers ever settled down once it fucking came out in the 90s.
No, it's still going.
Like, yeah, dude. Like hard.
Like I said, that anniversary season's coming this year, and it's all about the first two Ranger groups.
Right. And you know how many fucking 30 to 40-year-old motherfuckers are gonna be watching that just because ding right here. All righty. So getting back into the junk of this, Chad Daddy, what do we got behind the curtains, homie?
Okay, so I got a little bit excuse me. This film was never seen in America in its uncut form until 1998 when Grindhouse Releasing tracked down the original master and restored the film, playing it at midnight shows at selected cities. Quentin Tarantino's Rolling Thunder Pictures released the restored DVD as it was his favorite horror film when it initially released in 1983.
Oh,
nice.
There you go.
Which, by the way, I gotta say, I'm not sure whatever cut I watched, but that shit was clean as fuck, dude.
Oh yeah, they did a great job restoring it.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god, What we got
Very
there?
nice.
Quentin Tarantino, cinema speculation.
His new book
There
just
you go.
came out, I believe, this month, the first of this month. Really good.
Yeah.
Lots of
I got
really
this new
hot
book
takes
right
in
here.
that. Oh,
Wait a
who
minute,
wrote
I
that
got- Hold on.
one?
I don't know. Who did? Maybe this guy in the corner of the show. Maybe another guy that was sleeping.
So Bobby
Taking a
probably
little
has his right
sleepy
there
nap.
too.
So I got
right.
mine
Oh,
right
there
here
it is.
too.
Yeah,
Yes, you guys have it, but mine's getting hand delivered by the boss man.
That's-
So
I know. That's true. I'm just
possibly
happy I
this
got
week. We're not sure yet. It all
And I
depends on.
appreciate you guys having such lengthy conversations with me about the book and giving me proper reviews. I appreciate it. It means the world to me.
Yo,
We
dude,
appreciate looking behind the curtain on this.
Listen, man.
We're the privileged ones. We got to see this from
Yes.
inception till now.
That's true. Right. Like, and it's just insane to just see what it's like formed into, and it's awesome. And just to be able to like physically hold a comic to know that your buddies made this
Yeah.
comic.
Yeah.
You're like, this is fucking cool.
I'm ready to see this on the shelves. That's what I'm ready to
Yeah.
see now. That needs to
Hell yeah,
happen.
dude.
And we're working on that right now. I was going over stuff earlier, so just getting stuff ready because I was like, you know what, I'm going to send this stuff out, but you can't really rush it. Everything has to be perfect. You're kind of presenting this without being there, so everything's
Right.
kind of got to speak for itself. So I'm kind of just making everything perfect. So when they open this up, it's all self-explanatory.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember, we're living in a post-COVID world, so that's actually a lot more common than it was a few years ago, too.
And I think having like an actual book already done and like
Mhm.
having a product already set in, and be like, okay, here's one and is already ready to go, and here's the plans for the next
Right.
7. So
Yeah.
There you go. Not many people could say they got the next even 1 or 2 ready to go, and let alone
Say that was the first. That's the first time I've heard that number drop for how many we're potentially playing. No shit.
yeah, that's
Awesome,
what we're at
dude.
right now. Is seven issues. Synopsises are completely done. 2 are completely rough drafted and ready to go. So it's just I need someone to say, let's keep going. And
Hell yeah. That's awesome, dude.
That's what we need.
Hell yeah.
But
All
yes,
right.
Lucio Fulci, Chad behind the scenes.
Yeah, Bob Murawski of Grindhouse Releasing, who restored this film in '98, is a film editor and used a shot from this film in the Spider-Bite dream sequence in Spider-Man in 2002.
What?
There was,
Wow.
and there was
Okay.
also they also used a scene from Darkman in that.
Oh yeah, okay, that
Really?
makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world.
Because of budget constraints. It was one of the scenes with one of the Spider-Bite.
That's Raimi being
tarantulas.
self-referential.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like one of the tarantula bites was used. I think that's really cool. The DVD commentary by actors Catriona McCall and David Wardbeck was recorded 2 weeks before Warbeck's death from cancer. In the commentary, he talks about his illness.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's an
Which,
interesting piece of
knowing
preservation.
that, and I know that's on here, I want to listen to that.
Right?
Right.
Poor guy.
Huh. Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm watching TJ's Pokemon in his poster.
In the reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
It's like, yeah, that's a great fact, but what's that over there?
At least you can't see all the terrible glitching that's going on. Keep going, Chad.
The Book of Ibon, featured prominently throughout the film, is the creation of American pulp fiction author, poet, and fine artist Clark Ashton Smith, and is a recurring text associated with the Cthulhu mythos, cycle of literature initiated by the works of Lovecraft. The book, which deals with various arcane subjects, including the resurrection of the dead, demonic magic, parallel dimensions, and other black magic subjects, is alleged to have been imparted to the infamous necromancer Ibon by the ancient devil god Sathogua in a remote prehistoric epoch. The book was introduced in Smith's 1933 short story Uba Satha. So,
God damn, that was
Yeah,
amazing.
that was
Yeah, it is.
a mouthful.
and I butchered them. I'm going to go to hell for it because the old ones don't like the names being
So,
butchered like
long
that.
story short, this takes inspiration from
Lovecraft.
H.P. Lovecraft. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
I kinda
Swedish
get a
rock
feeling for
band.
that.
Yeah, definitely. Swedish rock band Europe based their song Seven Doors Hotel from the first album on this film. The lyrics are a basic retelling of the plot of the film. The song became a big hit in Japan and is still a popular track at their live shows.
Wait, what year did they release that track then? Do you?
Let's see.
This
The final
1980
count-
isn't this? Yeah, 1980.
I want to say 87-ish. I think that's when the
That
final
would-
countdown came out.
Okay, yeah. That would make sense then.
I could be way later. It could have been way earlier too. I'm not even sure. It was the 80s, man. Nobody remembers
Final
the
countdown.
80s. This uses the same library set featured in House by the Cemetery. By the way, oh no, it wasn't the librarian, but the city planner. TJ, who played the city planner in this movie in that one scene? Without looking.
City planner. Oh, the old guy that was just like, yeah, you go up that fucking ladder yourself.
What's he from?
He's the director of the movie, actually. That was
Is
Fulci.
he really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I haven't watched it in so long.
Oh,
Wow.
I never knew what he looked like, but now I kind of. All right.
Young Fulci's interesting looking. Older Fulci kind of looks like Romero.
Yeah, but he's no Cundy. That man's just he's just a very handsome man.
Cundy's a teddy bear with a beard.
He is. So real quick, that song, it was 1983. That song came out in 83 on their first album.
Wow.
Awesome.
Okay, Larry Ray, who plays the window cleaner, was head of the Louisiana Film Commission at the time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have a little bit of info on him, too, later on. He basically acted as the translator because he's the only one, aside from Fulci, basically, that spoke fluent Italian.
Oh, all right.
Director Lucio Fulci had his zombie star Tisa Farrow in mind for the lead in this film, but by that time, Farrow had left the acting profession.
Did Ebon Press do a comic version of this?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Really?
They did a comic version of this. Zombie, New York Ripper.
Yeah,
there's a New York Ripper right now. There's a New York Ripper Maniac crossover.
Really?
Yeah, It's really cool. The Maniac stuff's really nice.
Yeah, Ibon Press has a lot of really cool titles, but they're a little on the pricey side. It's like $10 per issue or something.
Damn.
That's
he
right.
is
This
at
has
his
that
mama's
hole in the
house,
head
Joe.
scene.
Yes, Joe.
But yeah, suss it out. There's a lot of really cool stuff that Ibon Press puts out. And they do collected versions too eventually. Okay, continuing on. The role of the blind girl Emily was originally offered to Stefania Cassini, who played Sarah in Suspiria, but she declined it. She declined it, and she declined it because she didn't want to wear the contacts.
I was gonna say,
okay,
those girls with these contacts, I feel like those things probably hurt.
They look like
they
were because they were the big ones too. They weren't just like the tiny little ones.
So in other words, it probably took them like a solid minute to get them in if you were not happy with them at all.
Just painful. Painful. What else we got, Chad Eddie?
During the final scene in the Beyond's abyss, the sand-covered bodies lying on the ground were actually stark naked street derelicts who were paid in alcohol.
Hell yeah!
No,
that would have totally been that.
Payday right there.
Isn't that great?
That is fantastic.
They just hired some
like
street bums.
Here's a bottle of Jack. Have a good day.
That's awesome. Fucking A, dude. Just naked bums. Here you go.
Naked bums. So Fulci decided to no longer work for Italian distributors who promoted his film Zombie due to their title fiasco, trying to cash in on the success of Dawn of the Dead. He approached...
That's awesome.
So he approached this Medusa distributors, technically making this a German production, where he intended the film to be purely a metaphysical horror film with only the villain Schweik being a zombie. However, the executives insisted on a zombie rampage somewhere in the film's climax due to Zombie being a massive hit worldwide, including Germany. Fulci was hesitant at first, but afterwards agreed after being promised creative control over anything else in the film. Very much like Zombie, the film was renamed in both Germany and the United States. But unlike Zombie, the titles were original and not intended to cash in on other films. In Germany, it's called The Ghost Town of Zombies. In the United States, it was called The Seven Doors of Death and given a new score by Mitch and Ira Yuspe.
And then Fulci would go make Zombie 3.
Yeah, which is funny.
Yeah, there you go. It's amazing how that works.
Fuck that all hell.
Hey, a paycheck's a paycheck.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Many people have assumed Emily's brutal death from her seeing eye dog biting her throat and ear off as gratuitous violence, which is a staple in most of his films. However, this was intended to be a visual interpretation of the phrase "see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil." She was blinded from the view of hell, then was killed in such a brutal manner due to her warnings to Liza.
Wow, I didn't get that interpretation, but I could see it.
Yeah.
Bob, you just lagged out.
Yeah, Bob
a
stroked
relay.
out.
I think
I think I heard give it a minute.
That's all I heard. And he is frozen.
Very seriously frozen too. Oh,
Yeah.
poor Red.
Ice. Look at that.
We'll just pause him out for him to see if he comes back. But oh man, yeah, if it wouldn't be Goremore if it wasn't a shit show.
That's right. Absolutely. What else we got, Chad? Anything else, or is that it? Oh, Chad's swinging.
I got plenty. The German DVD released by Astra in 2001 contains both the color and black and white pre-credit sequence. This release is also completely uncut. The banned German theatrical version is the only version that has a colored pre-credit sequence. The same version was also released on video by Video Medine Pool in 1982. Unfortunately, this was banned on February 27th, 86, so officially it is no longer available except for a cut version that's only 65 minutes long. So the German theatrical version is the only one that had a credit sequence in color.
You would not believe how common that is for Italian films at this time to have like weird coloring on stuff and it be completely like exclusive to this release, release.
They do on this set, it is included as an extra, but it's not on the film itself.
Oh. I know
So you
on
can't
the
watch it.
film What Have They Done to Your Daughters, the Giallo film, there's an abortion scene at the beginning of the movie, and you can get it in no color, red tint, green tint, or blue tint.
Really?
I don't know why.
I feel like blue tint, maybe green.
It's like how do you
I
want
think
to watch
red
your
tint might be
abortion scene?
red tint might be a bit much.
Right? I might have thrown an extra one in there, but there's definitely like 2 or 3 options to watch that scene in different colors. It's really strange, but it exists. So like Chad said, like there's a black and white sequence here that's exclusive to this cut. Totally on par with other films of the time.
So, I like these. What was it? Sepia, I guess you would use.
Sepia, yeah.
Yeah, for the beginning. I enjoyed that. I don't know.
It was like the Wizard of Oz, but way worse.
Did you see that they're going to be making a new horror Wizard of Oz or Wizard of Oz?
That doesn't surprise me because it was fairly horror centric to begin with, especially the original novel.
So I guess, and this is all what I read from the article, but in this new interpretation, Dorothy's an elder at this point. So she's like 80 years old or whatever. So it's her granddaughter that has to deal with it. So everybody thinks Dorothy's psycho and that she's made this shit up this whole time. Yeah. So I don't know. Well, I'm interested to see where they're gonna go with it.
I could really dig a version like that, to be honest.
Right? I'm still all down to see Pooh, Blood, and Honey, honestly. So like any of these weird fucking fairy tale shit.
Dude, that trailer is so messed up.
And there's a new horror Peter Pan coming out apparently, or something coming out.
They had the poster in my theater. I'm going to see it in theaters.
Oh, Violent Night? Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be fantastic.
Anything else, Chad Daddy?
After making City of the Living Dead, Fulci sought to make a follow-up films as part of a trilogy with the Gates of Hell being a unifying theme. Simpson describes the trilogy as being loosely connected by the trope of hapless mortals literally living on top of an entrance to hell and then inadvertently falling into it.
Oh, damn.
There you go.
I mean, that's pretty much exactly what this is.
Holy shit, a Gyarados.
Hell yeah.
Pit of Hell.
Okay.
Gyarados in the distance.
Partway during the shoot, French actor Antoine St. John, who played the doomed painter Schweik, was replaced by Giovanni Di Nava, who played the zombified version of the character. Di Nava is sometimes mistakenly credited for playing Joe, who was actually played by a friend of Fulci's named Tonino Pulci.
I mean, not for nothing, not to skip ahead. Joe is still my favorite character, man. You know why?
Yeah.
One scene in particular, and I'm sure you homies probably remember, but it was right when he went down to the basement to see why it was flooding.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe her name was Martha, was the mom, right? When she came up, I don't know what it was, man, but he totally gave Martha this like up and down, like, yo, you DTF? What's the dude?
By the way, did you boys recognize Martha?
No. Who was she?
She was the hottest chick, our pick for hottest chick for Inferno.
Oh my God! I would have never. Oh my God! Didn't even notice. At all.
Really?
Yeah, she was the witch.
I mean, not for nothing, dude. I mean, even all down and dirty in this, I didn't think she would look bad looking. So.
No, she wasn't bad at all.
No, not one bit.
I even said to the wife, I'm like, I don't know what it is, man, but what is it about pissed off brunettes that just does it for you? Bob's laughing because he knows.
Okay. The majority of the cast were English speakers, while Fulci spoke Italian due to the language barrier. Much of Fulci's direction was done with miming, making faces, and moving his body in order to make the actors understand what he wanted of them. As he was a fluent Italian speaker, Larry Ray served as Fulci's translator and interpreter throughout the shoot.
Nice.
I can only imagine some of the body language of trying to tell somebody what to do on set.
Right?
I want to see that. It's like, hey.
Full on Art the Clowning over here. Nice. What else, Chad Daddy?
The special effects during the film's first morgue scene, in which a bottle of acid is poured over the face of Marianne, were created by effects artists Germano and Natali. To achieve the melting effect of the face, real sulfuric acid was dumped over a cast of the actress's face, which was made of a mixture of wax and clay. Sulfuric acid dissolves the latter substance. A similar dummy head was created to achieve the effect of the character of Joe's eyeball being gouged.
Damn. I mean, nothing like using the real thing, huh?
Yeah.
Does that remind you of anything?
Sure.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
Oh.
That's real acid, people. So let's put on those goggles.
That's right. Oh my God.
The goggles do nothing. Okay.
What else
and finally,
buddy?
The Beyond did not see a U.S. release until '83, and it was acquired for theatrical distribution by Terry Levine of Aquarius Releasing, a New York City-based distributor who had previously handled regional distribution for John Carpenter's Halloween. Levine purchased the U.S. distribution rights for around $35,000 and spent an additional $10,000 on additional post-production work, which included replacing the music with a new score, as well as truncating it by cutting it by several minutes to achieve an R rating. Aquarius released this alternate version of the film in the U.S. on November 11th, 1983, under the title Seven Doors of Death. Levine estimated the film turned him a profit of roughly $700,000. So that cut version in America made more than the original Italian did in Italy.
Fucking A.
Shit.
Nice,
Nice,
investing
dude.
what?
I got a Gyarados.
I love it.
Oh, that's
For a
funny
film
shit.
he got for $45,000, basically $700,000.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a
That's a nice turn.
payday right there.
That's a nice turn of a profit.
Hell,
Fuck
fucking
yeah, dude.
So I wonder if that's why Frizzy's coming out now with his own version of the movie cut to his original score.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
makes
wouldn't make any
sense
sense, though, because Grindhouse released it with his original score, almost
Yeah,
20
but you
years
just
ago.
said that there was another version of his score as well.
That's the original.
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is-
original '83 version when it
But this
originally
is-
first came out.
And what's the new one? It's just called the Composer's Cut, right?
hmm
Okay.
So the movie would be altered to the music, I guess.
Something like that.
Well, now that I've seen
Okay.
the original, I'm kind of interested.
One
to
would
see what
assume
new
by
one
the
goes.
title, but we can't just make assumptions here.
That's right. We could, but we. Anyways.
But we can't.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Chad Daddy.
My
We'll
pleasure.
close those curtains. All right. So on to the main questions, gentlemen. What format was this watched on?
Shudder.
On demand.
Tubi for myself. I'm surprised you didn't watch your physical, bud.
I thought about it, but I really wanted to see how well Shudder handled, how well their presentation was.
And clean as fuck. I
Oh,
that's
yeah,
how
beautiful.
Yeah, dude. I was honestly like overly impressed with how clean it was. I'm like, damn, dude. Like,
Yeah, it was
Is
real
that the
crisp.
4K
clear.
you have, Chad?
No, that's the old school DVD. It's before even Blu-ray came out.
oh, nice.
I wonder if the 4K has like a really nice grain structure. One would assume because that's what the new TCM release is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like it.
Is
has
it
really
even on
good stuff.
4K yet?
What?
Is Suspiria on, or not Suspiria? Is the Beyond on
Beyond?
4K yet?
Yeah, I believe it. There's a 4K of it through Blue Underground. I can double check, but
All right.
I think
Douche of the film. Douche of the film.
I never had I don't have a solid
They're
answer
really-
for
they're really-
douche.
The only ones I could think of would be the people that killed Schweik in the beginning.
Yeah, but then you would
But
just
they
say
were
Luke,
just-
but yeah, I don't know.
But that was like more of a witch hunt. I don't know.
I don't think there's a definite douche of this movie. Honestly.
I'll give it to Zombie Schweik.
Premiering
wait.
this fall in a theatrical release from Grindhouse, the Beyond Composers cut featuring Fabio Frizzi's new score, so a completely different one, Chad, for the Beyond with a brand new 4K presentation from the original negative. So I wonder if there's gonna be a new release.
Possible.
I would say most likely.
Yeah, so I guess I was wrong. I'm just thinking about the other films that do have a 4K release, which are House by the Cemetery and City of the Living Dead.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, they must have been waiting for this new cut and this new score. Then they're going to do it.
I'm hoping they have both. I'm hoping they have both scores available for it.
Just for reference, what to expect from a new 4K would be higher contrast in colors, and the grain structure would be more prevalent on screen. Like you would actually see the grain and be real tight together. It would be more a representation of like what the film would look like whenever it would be shown in theaters.
Right.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right.
So I'm going to go for douche. And I'm sorry to do this, but I'm going to go with Dr. John McCabe because I think it was him. But towards the end, instead of using anything else to break out a window, we're going to use one of the bullets that we have very little of to shoot out the window. And not only does he shoot out the window, but then he kills his friend because he shoots the window out, who gets stabbed in the face with 3 pieces of glass. So I'm going to go with the...
Which, by the way, when did he reload?
Never.
It's a movie. They never reload.
He ran out of bullets, and then all of a sudden, he magically has bullets again.
That's
like Starship Troopers.
He hit X. He hit X, and he went like this.
Yeah, X.
Yeah,
and then fucking kept going. Fucking A, dude.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a fair douche if you're gonna go there. But
yeah, because that guy didn't get killed by any.
That's a very
that guy
fair
didn't get
douche.
killed by any zombies or anything. He was actually like, "Hey, I survived, guys. We made it." Fuck.
Fuck you.
Oh, all right. So that leads us to favorite kill. There was a lot.
Homegirl with the head, the hole in the head.
Oh, right on the nail.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one. Third eyeball scene. All right.
I like the acid face melt myself.
Yeah. For
Which
kill
one?
wise, yeah.
The first one, not Schweik, the mother, the little girl's mother.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
especially considering that they used real sulfuric acid for that scene.
Also fucked.
And then somebody spilled their slushy.
Somebody still. God. We can't go to 7-Eleven anymore.
I think I might actually go with our first guy, Spike, dude, right off the bat. That was pretty fucking gnarly, man. Getting nailed to the fucking wall, just fucking pissing out blood.
Nailed to the wall. Nailed to the wall.
And then fucking had an acidic cum thrown on his face, dude.
Okay, so funny thing about we're talking about the different kills in this movie and shit. Okay, so when it showed Emily in her apartment, it showed all the dead people around her, and it showed that dude Arthur before you even knew he was dead.
Thank you, because I was like, wait, when did he fucking die?
Right? Yes, same. I was like, wait a minute, when did he die? I'm like, I didn't see him, and then his fucking corpse, his dead body comes up and tries to drag, what's her face down into the basement. Yeah,
that's
why
called
that
movie
dude so
magic
sweaty?
again.
That dude was so sweaty in his scenes. He looked like the fucking Rock from Fast and Furious.
Oh, I gotta go to work. See you guys later.
Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love you, buddy.
Love you,
guys.
Later.
Have a good evening.
Yes, you too. Awesome. It's always a good time to have Boss Man on the show.
That was a real treat having him on here.
It was.
It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been more than a minute. It's been 2 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, that first kill, I feel like it set the good pace of the dude, and not even just the kill, but that dude was getting fucking lashed with those fucking chains and shit. So we got a lot of gore right from the get go, dude. On this motherfucker.
It doesn't
really makes me wish it was in color.
At the same, yes and no. Honestly, like I like that sepia shit, dude. I don't know, like I probably could have did the whole movie with that. Now my wife, she did not. As soon as it changed color, she was like, "Oh, thank God."
If it was a period piece, it would definitely make more sense than that.
Dude, I don't know what it is, man, but I am all for horror period pieces, dude. Like, I think they're cool as fuck.
If they're done right, yes.
Well, yeah, obviously, that's anything. But all right, so that leads us to best scene.
Tarantula scene for me.
I might have to agree with you, Bob. That is a pretty fantastic scene. Not
Yeah.
only for like just gross, but also hilarious at the same time because of the fake spiders in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, Tarantula scene 1,000,000%.
I gotta say my favorite scene was actually that real quick scene when they left the house to go at the end when they go to the hospital or whatever, and like each window lights up, and then you see a figure, and then lights up, and then a figure.
Oh, like at the very end scene, dude. Like, you know what?
That was a really
cool as
creepy. That was a really creepy scene.
That was cool as shit because it reminded me of my little like animated haunted house for Halloween, dude, where it does that too, and each window lights up and there's like a different little zombie. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I really like that.
Chad stole my vote. I do like that a lot. That
all right, fair.
Sorry, but spider scene was good though because it still gave me the heebie-jeebies.
If they had more real spiders, that would have been a winner.
Okay, fair enough. I can deal with that.
So I'm saying, dude, like everybody laughs at me, but I'm telling you, man, like my ultimate fear is if 8-legged freaks legitimately happened, I would fuck it. Like, nope. I would have like machete. I would have fucking weapons everywhere. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Dude.
I'd be with Arnold Schwarzenegger with the minigun. Just
I'd be making Molotov cocktails just for the ready, dude. Like, fuck that shit. Anyways, so yeah. Opening scene hook you in. Fuck yeah,
God,
dude.
yes.
One
of the best opening scenes ever. It's so really
clean as shit out of nowhere. I love that dudes are just running through a house with lit torches. I'm like,
right.
Safe by any means.
I was thinking that too. Then I'm like, well, this is like 1937.
I know. I thought
makes a little bit of sense, but
it was a weird. Was it even? I thought it was in the 20s. Was it 37?
Was it? I thought it was 37. Maybe it was 27.
No. It was 1927.
Okay.
I was saying 20s, and then I thought it jumped to like 81 or 80 or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know why that made me laugh. And I was like, these motherfuckers just running through with torches in the house.
What if one of them just like went to? What if one of them just got too close to a curtain? Boom.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
dude. Just some
hotel's gone.
Well, yeah, but see back then they could rebuild shit with their hands, so they'd be like, "Oh, just rebuild the house."
Bullshit. They would have let that shit burn down and they're like, yeah.
Dude, there was no way they could have put that fire out. They would have had a fire department and a really good fire department back then.
No, there's nothing there.
That would have been a line of dudes with a bucket.
Yeah, it's a bucket brigade. That's all it would have been.
Fucking it, dude.
All
right.
10 more buckets, please.
So most attractive character.
I like the lead girl. I thought she was pretty cute.
You know what? The wife, I gotta agree with my wife. That woman had about as much emotional like difference in her face as like Kristen Stewart does. So she was cute, but like I don't know.
I actually thought the blind girl was really cute too.
I thought they kind of looked very similar. It was very. I got, and then there was like, wasn't there another blonde girl? I got confused for a second because I almost thought there was the 3 blonde girls. So I was like, wait, what? But no, there was. I think I might be confusing the little redhead and blind.
I think I might just give it to the Martha.
That's where I'm going, dude.
I think so.
I think because honestly, I feel like I'm Joe in this situation, and yeah, dude, like Joe was feeling that out.
So were she and Arthur? Were they like brother and sister? Was that? I don't think
Arthur was her son.
Oh, was he? Oh,
yeah. I just don't know why he's so sweaty. He's so sweaty, dude.
Why are you so sweaty?
Uselessly sweating, dude.
It
was like he took one of those hot shits, dude, where you got to take all your clothes off and you're praying to God. You're like, I'll never eat that again. I'm sorry, dude. Like,
he looked like he was going through heroin withdrawal.
Yeah, he did, dude. Holy fuck.
He was buckets of sweat.
Oh, I mean, gross.
Never mind.
I mean, it was early 80s. He might have been. Who knows?
Maybe he was just, maybe he was really liking that blonde and he just was sweaty chin beard dude. You know what I mean? He's just sweaty chin beard dude in 81.
maybe he was just beating it ferociously and she walked in on him. That's why he was acting so weird.
Okay,
I didn't even think about that. Now that's what's going to be.
He was sweating as hard as that guy from Airplane. Okay, it was just.
I was
pouring.
looking for the keys. Yeah,
he was sweating.
You are not wrong. Oh God.
Okay, so did the score set the mood?
Yeah, I think it did. It did its job.
Partially, and then some of it was a little bit wonky.
Yeah, some of it's at the mood, and some of it made me go, I don't know if that fits, but okay.
At least it wasn't like, what was it? Was it Last House on the Left where they used like fucking circus music? And it just really destroyed the mood.
Yeah, it's not like
that was awful. But no, this is
maybe want to buy
like this has like the kill scenes, but then the kill scenes that when they show the elongated, like let's say the spider scene, like we get to see the spiders actually eat the dude.
Yeah.
That's when you get into like that weird funky jazz kind of shit, dude.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I'm not
oh.
really sure, like, because I'm definitely grooving on the music, but we're watching this dude get mutilated by spiders.
The sound effects in that scene were just so bizarre. I'm like, am I listening to a fat guy eating a bag of Lay's potato chips or something? What?
Bro, it was bugles and some fucking crunch
That
bars.
was it was something really crunchy. And
Okay,
it was,
so
and like they were just like chewing it with their mouth open because it sounded moist.
all right, so the music of that scene where the spider scene is like maybe you guys have seen the meme where you see the guy dance and he's like this.
Yeah.
And then his buddy's watching him like this, like he's like, what? Just
That's
vibing,
exactly
man.
that.
That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what it is.
So I don't think there's a best song in this movie.
I'm just gonna
unfortunately,
give it to
I
that jazz song that the band was playing when they were in the bar.
Yeah,
There you go. That's
yeah.
Whatever the fuck that was. That was pretty cool.
That's just
I like it.
it's called freeform jazz.
Yeah,
There you
basically,
go.
yeah.
Yes, flute. All right. Favorite character.
We know you're gonna go with Joe.
Yeah,
Joe.
No, I'm
Joe
Joe as
Mama.
well. Yeah, Joe wins that one hands down.
All right.
I think I'll give it to the blind girl Emily just because you find out at the end that she escaped from hell to try and warn them.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Which I wish we would have got more exposition on that. I wanted some more background on that. Like
Right, because like that was her like in the Sepia reading from the book, right? So like she was in the 20s. Like that kind of confused me, but hell yeah. All right. And I just gotta give it up to that actress just for dealing with them fucking contacts.
Yeah,
dude, those had to have been painful. They look painful just looking
They
at
them. They looked like bottle caps in their eyes.
Yeah, they were like that fucking thick.
Yeah.
Like when you can see the edges in the eye, they're too thick.
You're just like, ow. All right. Was it scary? No.
not for us.
I could see, given the time, and I could definitely see gore wise, it would definitely be like wincing and like
if you're really afraid of spiders to the point that even obviously fake spiders freak you out, yeah.
Okay, that I could see. All right,
Yeah,
I could give
if
you
you're
that.
an arachnophobe, fake or real, you don't want it.
Like
Dude,
poor Brody. And especially if you don't like eyeball scenes or, spiders eating your eye.
That's how fucked it
So-
up is, dude. Like, I love the movie Arachnophobia, but goddamn, that movie fucking gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like,
My
Ugh.
girlfriend's the same way. She's like, "Can we watch Arachnophobia one night?" I'm like, "Don't you hate spiders?" She's like, "Well, yeah, but you're here." I'm like, "Honey, if that spider's on the bed, we're not sleeping in the bed, okay?" Like,
I just always think of that end scene, dude, when they all just start coming out of the house, dude. I'm just like, ha.
That's the worst scene. And I was afraid of spiders back then. And that terrified me.
Dude.
Like
Remember all them
the
crawling
worst
out of
scene.
the walls and
The
shit?
worst
Like,
scene was
oh.
when he was trying to sneak out the window and they're just
Like
slowly
crawling
coming
all
down on
there,
their fucking
yeah.
webs. Ah.
Right?
and I think that's the one movie where every single spider in that house scene was a real spider.
Mm-hmm.
Poor
I'd
Minnie
hate to be
Bobek. She couldn't even make
I
it
don't
out
want to
alive.
be the wrangler for that movie. Like, okay, guys, let's get all the spiders out. It's like, yo, go fuck yourself, man. They in the wild. now.
I remember seeing like the behind the scenes when they made it and how they wrangled them. They used fucking hair dryers to get them to move a certain direction.
Huh.
So they leaf blowed the spiders?
Basically, like they would put on like the low setting and the spiders didn't want.
They were like,
trying to get away from the heat. Yeah. So they went the
Makes
opposite
sense.
direction.
That's
Listen,
fun.
we all know there's a few hundred that got away.
Right? Oh, man. Okay, so does it hold up today?
I would say, yeah. I mean,
So there is the one from 2018 actually a remake, or is it
I
just a
don't know. I've
movie
never
with the
seen
same?
I don't think it's
name?
even connected. I think it's just the same name.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. It's questionable because I want to say, like I said, the version I watched was super fucking clean. So
Mhm.
for that reason, I want to say almost yes. Now there are some like maybe certain settings with the 80s, but honestly, like I think it was still a solid watch. You know what I mean? For never
Yeah.
even watched it. So
What I didn't understand is this was an English speaking cast
okay,
that seemed to be speaking English, but it was still dubbed.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, yeah,
was
but-
it dubbed?
Yeah, dude, you could tell it was
Espe-
dubbed.
Especially when the blind girl Emily's talking, the words
Yeah,
don't
you're
match
right.
her lips.
You're right. You're right. But it didn't. Yeah, weird. That is weird.
Actually,
Maybe just because of sound edits and shit, so they had to redub it. I don't
if
know.
if the dub wasn't there, I would actually
Well,
say, it was
maybe-
fine.
Maybe because when he filmed it, it was dubbed over into Italian and they had to redub it into English.
Possibly.
Oh, maybe.
See that? I can see that. Okay.
Because there was another film that we watched where that was done, where it was
Oh my God, what was that?
was that Inferno?
No.
Maybe.
I think it was.
I
I thought
feel
it
it
was.
was. I feel it was a movie when we watched around that timing though, because there was
Yeah,
definitely,
it was an Italian movie where
I
they
don't think it
didn't
was Inferno,
record.
though. Was
but it was something where they double dubbed it. It was weird. Or
Yeah, because
I
it
don't
was
know.
it was spoken in English, but they didn't actually record the lines, and then they dubbed it over into the original language, Italian.
Yeah, it was weird. Was it Inferno or was it? It wasn't the third one, right?
I don't think it was Mother of Tears.
No, Mother of Tears
No.
was pretty.
So that's
I
why was
want to
thinking
say it
was
might
that
have
one.
been Inferno.
I think it
honestly.
was.
Not I don't remember.
Because
now.
I feel like I remember the girls talking in.
No,
like,
Heather, it wasn't Pieces. It was more recent. One of our more
Yeah.
recent views.
No, I want to say because I think it's. I specifically remember the scene where these two girls are talking like in the little center of town area, and specifically you really noticing it.
Wait.
No, it was Torso.
Yeah, that's
Was
it.
it
Torso. It's Torso.
That might have been it. Because that's the scene that you're talking about. Because that was right at the beginning.
That's yeah.
I think that was it.
It's Torso.
Am I blending the movies? I'm probably am.
Probably you might be
Okay.
blending.
It happens a lot. Stoner. All right. So how was the acting? I'd say it was
Decent.
It was pretty decent.
Did what they had to do, so it was good.
Cinematography.
Nothing to write home about.
I'm trying to remember if there's any specific shots I really enjoyed.
Standard.
The one shot I really liked was when she first leads Joe into the basement, and everything you see, like it's just reflecting off the water instead of having the camera on them.
Okay.
I thought that was a pretty cool shot.
That was cool. I liked it.
And again, like I said, that scene where they leave the house and each individual window light comes on.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was definitely
that was a nice shot.
All right. So, and did you enjoy the premise? Yeah, man.
Yes, very
It's a hotel
and very bleak. Very bleak.
hotel dealing with portal to hell. I feel like it's a lot. I feel like we've watched that premise a few different times, and every time we've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
Here's
Didn't we
something.
just watch one?
Here's something I always thought kind of funny is they make these movies like this, and it always has like a portal to hell or a gateway to hell. And it's like some American city, and I don't know why. I always just felt like something like that would be in like an older world type country. Like if you figure that would be more like Greece or something. I don't know.
Well, they also
A place that has a lot more history.
well remember evil wants to sometimes get to the modern world.
Huh?
I mean, well, I mean, you could just even go back to the Mother's trilogy, and that's 3 different areas all over the world that essentially would conjure evil. So,
And again, one of them was New York City.
I mean, I kind of like the idea, and I could be wrong, but like, did you guys see the new Pet Cemetery or no?
No. I heard mixed things about it though.
I think, and I could be way off. I heard that they don't use the normal trope of like, Indian burial ground, but the fact that like just the land in itself is evil. But they mentioned that the natives that were there knew that the land was evil, so they didn't fuck with it. I think that's how they talk about it in this one. I like that idea. You know what I mean? Like even if, let's just say, like this area was even completely undiscovered, like there's still some weird evil portal in the middle of it just for no fucking reason. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind
And
of
then some schmuck builds a hotel on top of it.
that or a mining town.
Or
Yeah,
that was intentional.
that's right. All righty. So recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Rewind.
Honestly, I'd probably rewind this one.
I've seen a few times. I rewind it, and I kind of like to see where it would go if they did remake it.
Yeah, I feel like if a remake with this, like you could clean up some things so it's not so like abrupt, or maybe just explain things a little bit more.
Yeah.
Obviously, the gore can go way fucking over the top in comparison
Yes,
now.
please.
And obviously way better context for our actresses.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You imagine seeing that face melting scene with like the brain splooge fucking chasing her now and shit like that. Like, I wonder what that would look like.
Don't. That's
I don't
body
know, I
melt.
think it'd be cool.
That's body melt for you.
Fuck right. All right, so Brody started us off with a solid 4 for the Beyond. So, Bobby, where do you got, bud?
I'm actually going to give it a 3.7.
3.7. That sounds good.
All
Chad
right.
Daddy.
I'm with Brody. I'll give it a 4.0.
Solid 4. And I'm going to come in with a 3.5, which is nowhere near to say that's bad by any means, just lower than the boys. But I definitely enjoyed it for a first-time viewing. And if I was going to suggest any Italian movies, I feel like this would definitely be on my list for suggestions. So, well, yeah, man. I mean, obviously, dude, like the ones we've watched personally weren't my bag, but this shit definitely is, dude. Bringing it in with
Agreed.
the body horror for sure. So, we never got a Scoob score, did we?
We did not.
Fuck. All right. Sorry, Scoobs. No disrespect. So divided by 4, we have a 3.8 for
Not bad.
1981's The Beyond. All right.
Not bad at all.
Hell yeah, dude. That shit's in the bank. I got another movie I've never seen in the belts. What are we reviewing next week, boys?
Next week is Bobby's last pick that we have on schedule, and that is The
Yes.
Toolbox Murders.
Okay. I've never seen this movie as well.
Neither have I.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
1978 film.
This was a movie that I literally had heard people talk about all the time, and I love the trailer, or not the trailer, the poster. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to review that.
Now, where can we find this?
On Tubi and Pluto, and it looks like everywhere else has it on premium subscription.
I think you can find it on
All right.
Shudder too.
So yeah, it could be on Shudder too. I wish Google would actually tell you if it was on fucking Shudder.
Well,
Right.
Google can be
They'll do like, hey, we can do everything, but Tubi's got it. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Tubi's
Hold on,
the
let me
poor
check.
man.
Let me check.
Tubi is the poor man Shudder, dude. Like I swear to God, because the horror selection on Tubi is fan fucking tastic. I've never been upset by it, but
And that's fair.
hell yeah. So Body, that is your pick, 1978. You said never seen it. I've never seen it.
See.
All right. And
I had to find my remote. My daughter was playing with the. Okay.
oh, you're good.
So search. T-O-O-L. The Toolbox Murders. 1978. It is on Shudder.
All righty.
There you go.
So that's going to be our last November pick. And then we are going to have to start finding some Christmas movies.
Which are few and far between.
Yes and no. I think we might have to like either start expanding our. I think we might have to start going a little bit farther back in time and maybe a little bit more like closer to present time as well.
We might.
I can do that.
Because, like, well, I mean, I'm just looking at a list right now, and there's a lot of shit I still feel like we personally haven't seen.
Give me 2 minutes,
You're
guys.
probably right.
Like, I don't know what Red Christmas is. I've never seen that. The Lodge is popping up. Never seen that. Silent Night. You know what? I did like the remake of Silent Night. I enjoyed that. That was good.
No, that was a fun movie.
Yeah, we're gonna actually have to write down what we have watched and then go from there. Honestly, because
yeah, it's what we need to do, because I'll forget what we've watched and be like, oh, let's watch that. No, we did that already. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, that horror Grinch movie looks fucking phenomenal. I think if that was able to happen, let's do that.
like, here's a movie called The Cadaver Christmas.
Okay, that sounds like it's got to be watched. That's got to be watched.
Maybe. I don't know. A Cadaver Christmas.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a zombie movie. Okay.
So we're looking at like really, really schlocky type movies now.
I mean, I'm not opposed. Listen, bro. We watched Ginger Dead Man. So, I mean, we're kind of been in the schlock for some Christmas already.
Yeah, we did hit the bottom of the barrel last year. We'll see what we can find.
Well, what did we do last year? Last year we did Gremlins. We did...
Yes. Silent Night.
No, we did.
That was
we
2
did,
years ago.
We did Ginger Dead Man.
Gremlins, Ginger Dead Man.
Jack Frost.
Oh,
Did do
yeah,
David Cross last year. I think because we had Boss Man on for that episode, because I remember he always wanted to really do. Yeah.
And we did Rare
And then-
Exports, which was one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
Did we do that last year? Or was that
yes,
2 years
we did.
ago?
That was, I don't know, it was horrible
might-
regardless.
I don't know.
I think that was
Yeah.
2 years ago because
That might have been.
because Boss Man did that with us because he gave me a lot of shit for that.
Dude, that movie was terrible.
It
Wait,
was.
But
Did we watch the new Krampus movie? Yes.
We did
we
that.
did.
I
a
think
couple
we
years
also
ago.
did that 2 years
Yeah,
ago or 3
okay.
years ago. I'll have to go through our list and just see what we've done, and then that way we know to check it off from that. But all right, so next week, Toolbox Murders. Before we wrap this up, was there anything nerdy you gentlemen want to bring? I got nothing this week.
I mean,
so...
we already discussed, JDF passing, which sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other passing that we have, which not to rain, but a lot older, but James Winburn, who was the original Michael Myers stuntman, he passed away. He was actually supposed to be at the last Monster Mania, but canceled due to illness. Let alone a week later, he passed away. So he was, I mean, it's never fortunate when people die. He was 85, so he had a much longer life.
Right.
But yeah, that was the other passing also this week. Oh, and the girl from Jeepers Creepers 2, the blonde girl, also passed away.
First
if I'm
one.
not mistaken. Second. No, she's the second girl.
Oh, and I don't know if it's the same girl, but she was the original Ruby in Supernatural. I don't know if you remember her, John, but she passed this weekend.
Fuck off. Wait. The blonde,
The original blonde Ruby.
The one that was in the new Nightmare on Elm Street?
No. That was Meg.
Wait,
the first Meg. Sorry, not Ruby. Meg. First Meg.
Oh, the one that got
Nikki
thrown out the window?
Acox. Nikki Acox passed
Nikki
away
Acox.
after battle with leukemia.
Yeah. Is that the same one, Bobby?
Yes, she had a roles in Supernatural and Jeepers Creepers. Died at the
That's the same
age
girl
of
then.
died at the age of 47 due to leukemia.
What was her last name?
Acox.
Aycox.
No shit. Oh, that stinks.
It's been a minute since I've seen Jeepers Creepers, so I didn't even remember her being in that.
That's where I knew her from. So that's how I knew. But
No shit. Oh, that's
other than
sad.
that,
It's been
I do not have too many things.
the only thing I have to
Figure it
say
out.
is it's the most wonderful
Oh,
time of the year. And that's
For
mashed potatoes and stuffing time.
yes, but
Wait,
the day after Thanksgiving, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special comes out on Disney Plus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
So watch that this week because it definitely sets up Guardians Volume 3, which comes out next year.
I will be suiting up as a Ghostbuster this weekend doing the Christmas parade.
Nice.
As always.
real
yeah.
quick.
That reminds me. Quick thing. You mentioned, did you see the next update for the Ghostbusters game? You'll be able to customize your name tag on your uniform.
Yep. So they'll have classic names, and then they're going to add a prestige system.
Mm-hmm.
And the colander you'll be able to get from prestiging.
Yeah, after you reach
hell
level
yeah.
100, which I'm not even halfway there yet.
I'm at 68 right now.
I'm 40 something. I might be close.
I was like, fuck you. I just started.
Yeah, I'm at
Oh, you'll level up.
6.
You'll level up fast. Don't worry.
I know. Well, trust me. All I need is a few days, and I'll be like, yeah, bitches.
Yeah, play as many games as you can with bots. Go through the storyline. The storyline's really cool.
Yeah, no, I've loved it already, so I'm so ready for it.
Awesome.
Real quick, speaking of Christmas movies, it's not a horror Christmas movie, but our man Bruce Campbell is in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
I
It's called
saw that.
My Southern Family Christmas.
I saw
I don't know about
that.
you, but listen. If we can somehow watch that and review it, I know it's not horror, but just the fact that it's Bruce Campbell.
I
You know
love
what? We
when
fucked
he
up.
comes up in straightforward roles like that.
We fucked up. We should have watched, now that you say that, we should have watched Black Friday.
Oh yeah!
Damn, why did
That's all right. That could be our first Christmas movie.
That
Yeah,
could be.
let's make that. Yeah, let's do that.
You want to do that for our 1st
Let's do
Christmas?
Black Friday.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's always kind of a
Yeah, 'cause
good
you
way
can
to
find
bring
it,
in the
it's
season,
every-
right? Naturally.
Yeah, let's
it's always
do that.
Black Friday. Okay.
Perfect.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna
let
add
me-
to this-
I just,
I'm gonna add-
I'm just interested to see where it's actually streaming at. But yeah. Okay. Because I've been waiting to see. I never watched it last
Yeah,
year.
let me log into my docs, and that'll be December 5th.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So now I gotta. Yeah, Black Friday, Bruce Campbell.
All right, it's on there.
Oh, it's on Roku channel, premium subscription, Amazon, Stars. Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Oh, it's on
dude.
Stars. Cool. I have the Stars app. A few weeks ago, they gave an offer. You know how Stars is like, I don't know, $12.99 a month.
Yep.
I got 10 months of Stars for $19.99.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Nice. That's a deal.
That's a hell of a deal. My
That is a
God.
hell of a deal. I
Awesome.
couldn't say no to that.
All right. So we have our first Christmas pick too. That's cool. I hope Steve doesn't mind.
I think he's going to love it. And I really feel like that is going to set a good mood.
Yes.
I've never seen it, so I have high hopes.
Right.
Yeah,
If you guys want, that'll be my pick for Christmas. And then you three boys can pick the other ones and we'll go from there.
Right.
Fair enough.
Sweet. That seems very fitting for me too, with the horror comedy starting it out. So
It does.
Campbell, what's not?
fuck
to
yeah,
love?
dude. Right. And Michael Jai White, dude. Fucking
Oh,
fantastic. And Devin Sawa, bro. This is gonna be a fantastic fucking movie, man.
I still gotta say as much I freaking love Black Dynamite. That's my favorite Michael Jai White movie.
Black Dynamite movies. That's fucking awesome.
It's such a fun movie.
Hell yeah. All righty, boys. Well, I think it's time to wrap this shit up. So, Bob, if you want to start us off, homie.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amone, saying Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We will see you next week, and it'll be the Christmas season. Toolbox
Yeah,
members.
buddy.
See you next week.
All right, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying everybody enjoy your turkey day. Gobble gobble, bitches. See you next week.
And this is your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme saying Happy Thanksgiving, Gorehounds. I hope you guys have a great holiday. Tune in next week for Toolbox Murders. And of course, stay fresh, cheese bags.
You insensitive asshole.